If you are watching this video, then you're probably thinking, I could use a couple more free hours in my week. But you're definitely thinking, I wish that time worked in my favor. My name is Kael Ode. I make music and go on a lot of adventures. And by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how time works in your schedule, but you understand how to manipulate it to achieve the things that you want to achieve faster. First, we're gonna have to understand how time works. So we're gonna give time a universe to live in. Your universe. Write down everything that you want to accomplish this week. Just make a scheduled journal that you go over. If you're a kinesthetic learner like I tend to be, make a board with post-its and sticky notes, stuff that you have to physically move around. Not everybody is going to thrive off of just making a Google Calendar and color coding it. Feel free to customize it for yourself. If you're an audio person, make a recording for each day of the week. And then in the morning, just listen to it like a little podcast that tells you what to do. Use this technique to create a layout so that way you understand what time looks like for you, what's important, what do you want, and what do you need. That coupled with a morning routine and then a nighttime schedule can create a very, very powerful gateway into the flow state. And with all that said, it brings me into the second thing I want to talk about. Creating dopamine loops is the focus hormone. It can cause you to get focused into a project and it can cause you to stay locked down into a project. It causes that feeling when you feel like you're just about to learn something really good, or you're doing some random research on something and you're like, oh, I have to do something else, but if I could just get this last bit of information. It's the same chemical that they're milking out of you when they get you to scroll on your phone consistently. Used properly, dopamine can cause you to feel like you're steering the ship down the river of time yourself. To set up one of these loops, you need three things: a practice, a schedule, and a reason. You need a skill that you are practicing and that you can record. You need a schedule that you're keeping track of and you know when it comes next. And then you need a reason, something driving you to do what you're doing. The mechanism is as follows: create, evaluate your creation, then create again. Going back and appreciating your first creation is the very first thing you need to do to program your mind to set up these dopamine loops. The next time that you're working and you're maybe feeling flustered that you don't know what to do next, trigger those memories. Think about how good it felt to have this finished product with all of your work in front of it, with the idea that you could still do better. Soon, you'll find yourself ready to put the pen back on the paper and create the next best thing, because that's what you're gonna do. Every time you create something, you're going to create the next best thing that you're capable of creating. Setting up this loop and then continuously carrying out your dreams and passion is the way that you physically shape the universe around you. This is alchemy with the universe. Doing this consistently can literally end you up in a history book somewhere. And now that you understand how to influence time in this manner, you can figure out how to manipulate your own timeline and figure out what your timeline is supposed to look like, what timeline is meant for you. So how we're gonna do this is you write down where you wanna be in the next 10 years. 3 things that you want to achieve or that you wanna have in your life. Just 3 things, don't make it too much. Then you're going to cut it in half. In 5 years, what are the 3 things that you need to have done to get to that next 10 years? Then again, in 2 years, what are the 3 things? And then 1 year, those 3 things. Once you get down to this level, next you're gonna cut it into seasons. For summer, autumn. For winter, what are the 3 things you need to accomplish? And then for spring, how do you need to finish it off so you can get to that year goal? You're cutting your timeline, your future into bite-sized chunks that you can attack directly. Einstein said, time only exists so that way everything doesn't happen all at once. Now you know exactly how to shape the world around you and how to align your passions onto your timeline so that way your future goes in the direction that you want it to go. So make sure to leave a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe so we can enjoy this weird life together again. Until then, Llanteros.